queer news second, and then actual news first. Really bad things happen today. Earthquake in Japan.
And a shooting someplace too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got the notification.
Okay. You got the chat up?
Yep. Julie.
Who do we have?
I see a Julie, a J.R. Phelps.
Oh,
Alex Stevens just joined.
Stevens has joined. I find that fascinating. We'll give it a minute and let people kind of filter in before we start having comments. And, I'm bringing up the other channels. Here, let's put the chat. Let's put the chat in the live.
We'll put it in the window.
Yep. Now chat's in the live. Here we go. All right, cool. So now, let me bring up.
There's another Julie.
Oh, yeah, okay, 2 Julies. So I free joined tonight, so 6 seats total. So no more than 6 people, so we don't get overwhelmed. Sarah, if you will kindly drop the restream link when we get new people. Yeah.
Onyx is here. Come on in.
Okay, so I'll just go right into it. So Orange Shitstain is back to refusing to rule out deploying troops into Venezuela. His tensions with Maduro are getting worse. On top of the fact that the opposition leader, Maria Machado, is starting to threaten him.
Threaten who?
Maduro.
Oh.
But the larger scope problem of this is the fact that that the island nations around Venezuela are freaking out because there'll be fodder byproducts of an armed conflict between the U.S. and Venezuela.
What's up, big guy?
So, but then on top of that, so then the thing after that was Trump has publicly declared that Zelensky has to start accepting reality. And because Zelensky is losing the fight, and so U.S. support for Ukraine is starting to wane while the EU is scrambling to make up the difference. So, but the big thing that happened today was the Trump backtracking on him releasing the boat video. And he won't release the boat video because the boat video apparently clearly shows that we double tapped. Hit him once, waited a few minutes, hit him again, and killed them, committing murder, which is really, really not good. Representative Mike Turner warned a second strike targeting survivors would be an illegal military act because it would be, especially if Hegseth ordered it, an act of actual murder. He'd be complicit in a murderous act. which is, hey, Elaine.
Hi. I wish I knew am I too close to the...
Oh, Wendy, do you want to try a different format?
Oh, here. Yeah, we can. Here,
I always use my phone because my camera, but it seems like I'm always
Nope.
close to the screen.
Yep, you're good.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait. You have shit go on 2 days. You need to be rested.
Who, me? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to drop off in just a minute, right when Egg comes home. I just wanted to say hey there.
You need to be chilling the fuck out.
Yeah. No, I definitely need to. I'm waiting on
I wanted to talk to you, Wendy, before I get naked and get in the shower.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I know you're thinking about me.
Well, oh shit! I had to go to the eye today, and they put drops in my eyes to numb them, which I hate. Then they put drops in my eyes to dilate them, which I hate even worse.
right.
And I drove home like this.
You probably should not be driving.
Probably not, but it's 1:45 on a Tuesday afternoon. Who the hell else is going to drive me back? Fortunately, a couple of miles away. But
Elaine,
my ex called and was like, "You're going to cook dinner tonight?" I said, "No."
Elaine, you can't be doing that shit. You're legally blind when your eyes are dilated. I just want to.
Shit, I'm all but legally blind anyway. But yeah.
Poor Brandon came in just in time to hear about Elaine getting naked.
I know. And he missed it.
Elaine, have you been ringing the devil's doorbell a little too often of late?
That would be a no.
That's the first time I've heard it called
I am
that.
going to see Astrid on Saturday night, which is the next best thing. So
don't ring the devil's doorbell and let Satan come in you.
Wow.
We just call it flicking the bean where we are.
Yeah. I've heard it called double clicking the mouse.
Double clicking the mouse.
Clicking the mouse.
God, that should tell you how long it's been. That kind of talk didn't exist the last time I.
Oh, I do have an announcement, by the way, for everybody.
Yes.
We're doing Trauma Live on Thursday, and we're going to have a new guest. So, Onyx, while you're recovering from your experience, Jinx Delay is going to sit in the trauma seat for the handful of days that we run Trauma Live while you're in recovery.
Okay, coolio.
Jinx is, I think Jinx is having a crisis of, should I keep doing this shit? And I have said, well, you should come on Trauma Live with us and talk. And I think that would be good. I don't know why Brandon isn't joining the live.
I sent the link.
He's just sitting here watching. And I don't know if I want Brandon to just sit and watch me.
Well, I mean, 4 chicks at once. We can't help it that it's not his target market.
Too much for him.
More female than he can handle all at one time. So the other bad thing that has oh yes, Julia, of course. Oh wait, yeah,
there he is.
Yeah, there he is. Well, you turned your lights on this time, dear.
Fancy.
Yeah, always jingle all the way because nobody likes a half-assed jingler.
All right, y'all. I'm dropping off. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah, go back to resting, Alex.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, her blood pressure is going up. I think she's nervous. So the Supreme Court appears poised to side with Trump over the case testing his authority to fire Federal Trade Commission members, which would dismantle the Federal Trade Commission. It's been around for 90 years and nobody's been able to dismantle it, but it looks like SCOTUS is going to. But my favorite news blurb from the day is that Caitlin Collins has now responded to Trump, who has labeled her stupid and nasty, with a profoundly positive statement that Trump doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, while Anna Wintour condemns Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy for shaming airplane behavior, as the president called another journalist a piggy. Quiet, piggy, quiet. So the media is starting to escalate against the administration. Not that they weren't before, but that's starting to get worse. And then here's the big bomb: the pipe bomber bullshit. That is going to be like Epstein, and it's going to blow up in Trump's face, and they're not going to be able to do anything about it. So the 5-year mystery of who the pipe bomber was, turns out he was a Trumper. He believed the 2020 election was stolen.
What?
I'm shocked.
Yeah, he was a fakakta Trump supporter, like all this shit. And so his whole thing about planting explosive devices near the Capitol complex during the January 6th events were his hope to kill enough people so that Trump could go into office. And there's no way for them to paint the pipe bomber as anything other than a profoundly negative person. On top of that, Marjorie has gone full Democrat.
What?
Yeah, Marjorie, like, literally. Yeah. So here's the thing: in the South, not a lot of people know this, I don't think, but there's a phenomenon in the South, and that phenomenon is called a Dixiecrat. Have you heard of a Dixiecrat?
I have.
Okay. So Brandon has not. Sarah, I'm assuming you've never heard of it.
I've heard the term, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, so this goes back to time for an education lesson. So here's how it works. Back before 1964, when you had the political parties, a liberal, conservative, and a Republican and a Democrat were not universally synonymous with each other. What you really had back then was a conservative and Democrats and Republicans. Liberalism as a political ideology did not really enter into U.S. politics until the late 60s. Free love and flower power and let's love everybody and the Equal Rights Amendment and women burning bras and all this other shit. Well, it's not shit, but liberalism entered into U.S. politics in the mid-late 60s. So a Dixiecrat was a conservative Democrat. They voted Democrat. They would have voted for AOC, but they were conservatives.
Yeah, they were also racist most of the time.
Yeah.
I
So
was waiting for you to use your
yeah, that's right. Sarah, do you know what this means?
Yes, I know what that means.
So, wow, sexual innuendo tonight. It's amazing.
Again, color me shocked.
So pre-65, that's why like Republicans use that narrative to call the Democratic Party the party of the KKK. Because really, yes, pre-1965, the party of the KKK was the Democratic Party. Now, let's just be fair. In the mid to late 80s, David Duke, who was the Grand Dragon of the KKK, and all these other KKK members jumped the Democrat vote and all became registered Republicans. And that's the thing that Republicans sort of gloss over is that, well, the KKK, they're a bunch of Democrats. Well, no, they're all Republicans.
Yeah, 50, 60 years ago, maybe.
Right. So the pipe bomber thing, that's going to blow up in Trump's face. And he has no control over it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have an assemblywoman in the chat. Amazing. Welcome, Deborah. Drop the link if you want, Sarah.
Yes, ma'am. Deborah, if you'd like to join us, feel free.
Yeah, drop the link. So the pipe bomber issue is not an issue that the party is going to be able to walk away from. On top of the fact that there is a growing female sentiment against Mike Johnson. So Mace and Boebert and all of the other Republican women in the party are pushing towards censure and no confidence vote on Mike Johnson to boot him out of the seat as the speaker. And largely because they're lagging on releasing the Epstein materials because the women in Congress are not letting that go. Trump wants them to let it go, but it's not gonna. It's not gonna happen. You know, they're really gonna have to sort of deal with that. So to top all of that off, there was an earthquake in Japan, which was a 7.5 magnitude earthquake, and it injured 23 people. It triggered a 2-foot tsunami, while UN has urgently demanded coordinated a 20-foot tsunami. Looked at my note wrong. Sorry. And the UN is urgently demanding coordinated global action on climate crisis because that's, climate crisis is what's contributing to this bullshit, making all this bullshit happen. But that's the UN, so you can pretty well be guaranteed that Orange Shitstain is going to go, fuck you. So that was the news today. I don't want to talk any more about the news today because not really between the boat thing and and then Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett is now running for Texas Senate, and it looks like she will probably win it.
Wow. 8 minutes ago, I got something from Ground News. Democrats flip Miami mayor's office, winning control for the first time in nearly 30 years.
Yeah, the blue wave. I mean, it's going. Trump was up in Pennsylvania today trying to save Pennsylvania. It does not look like he's going to be able to do that.
He's going to say "Rotza Ruck."
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So that's sort of that's where we are with but let's talk about queer shit. Because I want to talk about queer shit. I read the article about Philippa Phaneuf. Have you heard about this?
No.
Philippa Phaneuf is a pastor up in Rochester. And in front of her entire congregation, she announced, I'm giving up on pretending to be a man, and I am going to transition to womanhood.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of church was it?
Rochester, I think that's let me get the reference up and I'll tell you. But her Philippa is her name.
Rochester, New York, or Rochester, Minnesota?
No, Rochester, New York. Philippa. Fan news. Here we go. Methodist Church. So the Methodist Church, by the way, of most of the Protestant denominations, like it and Presbyterian are the more relaxed around the Methodist Church. I know a lot of people know this, but like 3 years ago, the United Methodist Church issued a big guidance where basically the UMC decided that they were finally going to ordain queer individuals, so gay, lesbian, and trans and gender fluid pastors. And then the other thing that the UMC was going to do was they were going to perform same-sex marriages in the churches. Well, here in Georgia, what happened was the guidance was issued, and the Georgia State Diocese said, okay, we're doing this. We're ordaining queer people, and we're going to marry queer people. And 27 of the 876 churches in Georgia said, no, fuck you. We're not going to do that. And so the Georgia Diocese said, fine, we'll reissue the guidance. So we'll do the demographic data for a year and come back. You're appealing our decision. We'll follow the bylaws and we'll do the research for a year and come back. A year later, they came back, and the Georgia Diocese said, we've done the guidance. It makes sense. We're going to do this. The 27 churches said, no, fuck you. We're not doing it. And the Georgia Diocese said, fine, you're excommunicated. You can't be Methodist churches anymore.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that's what I was going to say. They would probably, the Methodist Church would probably be okay with the transition of the pastor there.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, heavens, yes. Quite a bit, actually. And I don't know if it's the first time that a pastor has actually done that or not, but Philippa, she's up there. She's in the first 2 or 3 times that's happened. There are tons of queer Methodist pastors.
But also it depends on the area, because some Methodists are still, if they're in a rural area, they could still be rather conservative. So it just depends on. I don't know anything about Rochester, New York, so I don't know what
New York is.
What that area is.
Rochester,
like.
New York is a pretty blue. I know a couple of people. I know a few people who live up in Rochester. The amount of transphobia that happens in upstate New York, central upstate New York, so like Syracuse, Utica, that area, that's the little rednecky area. But Rochester and Buffalo is pretty blue, like New York, and the boroughs. And so there's a lot of Republicans up there, but they're very moderate. I mean, Jack Kemp was a Republican in Buffalo for many years, and he was a dead middle Republican moderate. So I thought that was really kind of cool. The Cameron Esposito thing happened. So gender fluid comedian Cameron Esposito announced baby Yumi Young's arrival with their wife, Katie Nishimoto, which I thought was really kind of a cool thing because we don't really see enough gender fluid, non-binary news happen. So I thought that was kind of cool. Casa Cecilia happened. So New York's sanctuary house built entirely by and for queer people offers refuge for people that are trying to get away from states that are being not affirming to queer individuals. I got a beep. Was there? Okay.
That's me. I'm restarting the computer.
Oh, okay. You're restarting your computer.
I can't get either of my mics to wake up.
Did you signal the link to Julie, Sarah?
I'm about to.
Yeah. Go for it. So, did you do a live today, Brandon, or is this your live today?
No, I did one with the KR buyers.
I saw it. I didn't get to join because I was otherwise engaged with a 6-year-old.
Last week was full, and this week is full up too. I did KR came on today, and I'm having Corey Vinny on tomorrow, and Ginger Cook on Thursday, and the Sturge is coming on Friday.
Sturge. I need to warn Sarah. So before I do that, so your KR, your live today, how did that go? What did you talk about?
Oh, it was great. I always have a great conversation with him. He came on last week too. He said he'd come on every Tuesday of the month if I wanted him to, or every week, whatever day I need him to. But so yeah, I always have a great conversation with him. We go back and forth pretty well.
Nice. So I haven't told Sarah this yet, but Monday, she and I, before we do Trauma Live at 1:00, we're doing a live. She and I are going to do a live with Walter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Because Walter Ryan wants to understand how difficult or not difficult it is to migrate off of Substack and into a different space. And so we have to give him the 30-minute Ghost conversation, because that's like Ghost and Beehive are the two solutions that people are going for. There are others. ConvertKit is one of them, and MailerLite is another. But those products, like Beehive and Ghost, are driven purely against distributing, publication content. It's not a social algorithm like Substack is turning into. And so I think Walter is really curious about how, oh my God, Brandon, that's really gay.
It's going to fall over. Timber. It's a little crooked, Brandon.
I think that's a personal problem. But I also think, Sarah, that's something that she said.
You wouldn't expect it to be a little straight, would you?
No, I suppose not.
No, curved at least.
I had to go let my cats in, but I wanted you to have something to look at. Yeah, my friend got me this. She found it at Michael's.
Mike?
You know, the
that place that I don't shop.
The craft store, you know.
Oh, I know well.
That is Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, it's better than Hobby Lobby. That's true. That is true.
Oh yeah, my friend was like, she refuses to shop at Hobby Lobby, but Michael's has these, so
okay. Julie, you have no camera.
So Brandon, is it straight or is it curved?
It's pretty straight. It's a erect piece of wood.
If it's in your house, it's about as straight as the yellow brick road.
There's no way that nutcracker is straight.
It's the straightest thing in the house, right?
What?
I'm not gay. What do you mean?
Gay. You know.
I'm not gay. I'm just colorful.
Okay, Brandon, I swear, when you do that, you sound like Mr. Hanky from
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Yes, Mr. Hanky.
I need someone who has spell casting abilities. I have 2 dead mice here.
2 dead mice?
Neither
Two
of
dead
them,
mice.
Yeah, neither of them will hook, will work.
Oh, you're
switched out
talking about like for
Yeah,
your computer mice.
that.
Oh,
Kind of.
I thought your
No, if
cats
I had-
brought in a couple
No,
of
if
dead
I
mice.
had dead mice, they would be swiftly dispatched, let me tell you. But
We're
no,
looking for
I
necromancer
switched
or
out
something.
my work laptop for my.
You need a technical wizard.
And she's frozen.
Yeah, I was thinking more like, yeah, she needed a witch to have the bodies of dead mice do some. I didn't know what was
She
going
needed
on
them
with that.
reanimated.
Yeah, bring it back to
Oh.
life. What?
There we go. You're
now
back.
there she is.
I don't know what happened there. I guess I'm not even supposed to talk about my mouse being dead.
I know, and then I'm all blurry and shit, but I don't give a fuck. I probably will look better. Oh, did we get Julie?
We got her, but her camera's not working, and now she's muted, and we couldn't hear her before.
Oh, that's great. Your camera's not working. My mouse isn't working. We're just a patched together crew here.
There's a sexual joke to be made there, and
Someone else is going to have to make it. As they say, I'm not in the mood. Oh shit.
You've got a headache.
Something like that.
Really? Is that what you're really telling me?
There's Julie.
Oh, there's Julie.
Oh, good. You can see me. I can't see you. Where are you?
Oh,
Well,
I'm here. I haven't moved. I promise.
oh, you gotta mute something though.
What's wrong?
I think we're getting feedback,
Hmm.
or maybe not.
Oh,
I'm not.
I don't hear any.
I had heard something for a minute, and then it's gone now.
I don't know if my eyes or
Oh,
my
she-
face, but I'm seeing double. Hmm.
and you've got decorations.
Yes. Yeah. They aren't sparkly and
You're
fun.
behind. The behind you looks very festive.
If my cat, I have a new kitten, I would show you. Well, she's 2 years old. If she would come this way, I will show you.
Very cool. What's your kitten's name?
Mooney.
Mooney.
Her people got evicted. I keep wanting to say ejected, which is kind of the same thing. Got evicted from their apartment, and so she needed a home, and so she's mine. She's adorable. She's really
Very nice.
cute, and she doesn't mind the dog at all. She's totally happy with the dog. It's funny.
Yeah, but is the cat a Mooney?
I don't think so. She doesn't have the orange outfit anyway.
No, not a Hare Krishna.
No, not that one either. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, the teenager found her as a little kitten outside all by herself, and so she snuck her home under her shirt. But it only took Mom a couple of hours to figure it out. She had seen a movie with a girl named Mooney, and she liked that, so she named her that.
Oh, that's much better than any name I can come up with. I named my cat Coltrane just because I'm a jazz.
I like that. Actually.
My cat's name was
Sarah, I
Gutty.
know we're gonna have an argument later, so because we're both lesbians, I feel like we need to just do rock, paper, scissors to decide.
What?
Tough crowd. I'm here all week. Tip your waitresses.
Was
I'm
I
just
supposed
so
to be joking
confused
there?
about why we're gonna have an
That was
argument.
supposed to be funny. How do lesbians settle disputes? Rock, paper, scissors?
I don't get it.
Without the rock and paper.
Scissors.
Oh.
Scissors.
Scissors. Okay. Got it.
Wait.
All right.
Well, I got my mouse to work now by plugging it into my laptop instead of my docking station. But now I've tried plugging my speakers into my docking station because I had to use the connection where the mouse had been, and now the speakers aren't working. I just bought this new docking station a few months ago because my company, cheap bastards that they are, wouldn't provide me with a docking station for my home office. And this was not a cheap docking station either. So I am very pissed now.
Talking about scissoring and double clicking a docking station.
So many
Very
innuendos.
good. Yes, I
I
know.
have an accent going on here that I don't have at home.
Yeah, well, it's the only kind of action that happens here anymore. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I saw Brandon's live. It was fun. It was good.
It was a good conversation. So, yeah, so Thursdays, Trauma Live, we're going to have Jinx on in place of Onyx. And the topic, by the way, is so Brandon says he can talk to this. So I totally want to hear it. Reclaiming intimacy after coming out or transitioning.
I'd like to reclaim intimacy, and I'm in the same old place I've always been. Coming out of anything.
You know, there's a perfectly wonderful single woman there to the right of you.
Anyone I know?
I'm pointing at you.
She's not going to quit, Elaine.
I'm single for a reason, Wendy. Haven't you ever heard Fran Lebowitz talk about how she's a good friend, a good daughter, good niece?
Yeah. I know.
A shitty girlfriend? Yeah, that's me.
I love Fran Lebowitz. But the reason that I love Fran Lebowitz is for two reasons that other people might not be consciously aware. One, she was really into the punk scene back in the 80s. If you went to CBGB's on a Friday night, she would be there she was like Joan Jett lesbian. But the other thing is that later in her career, by the way, I don't know if a lot of people know this, she's blind in one eye. Which that's like a weird detail, sort of like people didn't know that Sandy Duncan had a fake eye either. But apparently she did. But is that her acting career, she had a very limited acting career, and the thing that she did for her acting career was she played a judge on Law and Order, and all the Law and Order episodes that have her as a judge are the ones I love to watch. So that's my bit about Fran Lebowitz. I think she's an amazing queer icon, though.
I do too. You know, I read the first book of hers that I bought in Georgia.
Oh.
At a Del Champs grocery store. Or no. Maybe it was in
Del Champs?
This was in 1983. I was going through Georgia on my way to Florida with my senior class. The way back, we came along the Gulf Coast. We went through New Orleans, went to the French Quarter. Anyway, so here I am reading Fran Lebowitz. And our class sponsor kind of looked askance at that. Even more so than
Del Champs was one of the oldest grocery store chains in the U.S. They were founded in 21, and they got bought out in 2000. Okay. 80 years old as a grocery chain. I think that's older than Kroger.
Probably.
Definitely older than Publix.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I stand corrected. Bernard Kroger started grocery stores in 1883.
Oh, okay. Well.
1883?
1883, yeah. There's your history lesson. George Jenkins, the founder of Publix, was a store clerk and manager at Piggly Wiggly in 1930. And then in 1930, we have a person. Oh, give me a five. What did you do?
I cut my hair.
Looks nice.
Holy fuck.
It's cute.
Thanks.
Oh.
Way long a time ago.
Okay, I'm trying to see this. I don't have my glasses
Have you
on.
done that before?
Have I?
Have you cut it that short before?
Yeah, a while ago. In fact, it was not quite Sarah's length, but about a little bit. Yeah, I spent 30 minutes washing it.
It looks very cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should just stay like that.
Okay. Okay, go back to what you were talking about.
So your Publix was 1935. So Del Champs, that's crazy. Wait, did you buy one of the lesbian books at the Del Champs too, or did you have to go to?
No, it was just there. It was there on the rack in the grocery store. And it was social studies. It was one of the 2 books she's written. And then later on, I bought the other one, Metropolitan Life.
I have a copy of Metropolitan Life somewhere, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Fran Lebowitz is a queer icon, though.
She's fabulous.
Yeah, she's up there. She I hate to say this, I hate to compare her to somebody, but she's like Viggo Mortensen. So you know the story about Viggo Mortensen, right?
No, but I'd say she's like Dorothy Parker.
Well, here's the thing about Mortensen. Mortensen's a Renaissance guy. He's an artist. He writes music. The only reason he does movies are because his kids tell him that he should do the movies. So when he got the part to play the Strider Aragorn, his kids were like, "Oh, you have to do that. Don't do any other movie but that." And that's why he took that role. But he's a sculptor. Like Mortensen's all this weird shit. Fran Lebowitz is the same way. She's a writer. She's a poet. She's an actor. She does all this really cool shit. And so as an individual, yeah, Lebowitz is like, she's an every woman from that era of time. That's my opinion, and you can tell me I'm crazy.
Give me here so I can show you off.
Well, I'll tell you you're crazy, but it won't be because of that.
There's my
Oh my God! Is that your cat?
Oh.
Oh, God. Look at his irises. They're so big.
Aren't you beautiful? Aren't you beautiful? She's
Oh,
spent today trying to get into every single cupboard in the house.
Every single cupboard in the house. Okay, yeah. Like every other kind of cat, right?
I'm just gonna say, curious. That's how they roll.
I just keep hearing this tonk tonk tonk. Tonk tonk tonk.
Wait, Aaron, you haven't been on. Did you hear about my cowboy problem from last week?
No, Is this
I had a cowboy problem.
a good one or a bad one?
No, it's a bad one. It's really like, okay, so I went to Vegas last week.
Right, okay.
For a conference. So on Wednesday, I was done with the conference. I didn't want to, I told my manager today, because we flew back on Friday from the conference, I wanted to leave on Wednesday. I did not want to be there the rest of the week. Fuck this shit. But regardless, I was there anyway. So on Wednesday, AWS reInvent, which is the conference I was going to, was starting to wind down. And that conference was in the Grand, the Venetian, Mandalay Bay, and they had a couple of rooms over in the Aria Hotel or whatever. So you had to go between them. Well, anyway, that Wednesday afternoon, MGM Grand started the hosting of the National Rodeo Convention. So rodeo people are not particularly queer-friendly people, right?
Yeah.
So I literally, I'll tell you something really humorous about this too, because this happened today. I went up in the elevator, got on the elevator with this family of cowboy hats and a bellhop and 2 very dark-skinned Indian guys.
Okay.
And as we get about halfway up to, because we were on the 12th floor or whatever, the guy in the cowboy hat tells the bellhop, "I want to be on the floor with no fags, sissies, or terrorists." It went downhill from there.
Oh.
So every time we would go into the casino, I would get stares. People staring at me and shit. Like, okay, you've never seen a trans woman before. Well, I won't say anything. So what will Kira do? She's the one that'll be like,
yeah.
So, but then here was the other thing. They kept playing that Sexy Tractor song by Kenny Chesney.
Oh, yes.
Which, the byline of that song is, she thinks she likes my sexy tractor or some shit.
She thinks my tractor sexy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know that one.
Really?
I don't. I'm very glad I don't.
So funny.
Brandon, you know it, but do you like it?
I do not like it.
Okay.
But I worked in a place where the owner liked country music, and I heard quite a bit of it. I couldn't
Whether or
help
not you
it.
wanted to, huh?
It's in there. It's in there.
Okay, here I have a question, because this is something I don't know. This is a social question. When did country music stop being, my wife left me, my dog ran away, and I'm drinking my beer in my double wide because that's all I have left? When did country music stop being that and turn it into this bullshit about? Because Kira and I, Aubrey, were sitting in the midway of the MGM and that song plays, and then the song goes out, and I'm like, I can't believe I have to listen to this shit. But yeah, I know.
Well,
my
really,
ex
I mean,
loved
how
that
much?
song too, by the way, and I'm like, oh my god, that.
How
You
much more
prefer
country?
the other?
How much
You
more
prefer
country
the old
can you
way?
get than
Do what?
thinking your tractor's sexy?
Yeah. So then this like rap song comes on, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is better. And she's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, why not? Because it's a rap country song. And I went,
Oh yeah.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh no.
rap country.
Shabuzi?
Someone please demonstrate for me?
Absolutely not.
I beg of you, no.
So I went and looked it up. Cowboy Troy. I played chicken with the train.
Oh, I've heard that.
I thought for sure it was Shabuzi.
You were sure it was Shabuzi?
Yeah, I mean, when I think country rap, I think of Shabuzi.
I mean, the first thing that came to mind was Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, but
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wendy, do you feel like I would have thought Las Vegas was pretty queer friendly? Just
Okay, so yes, I would agree with that. So my senior VP and I went into Chinatown, and it was incredibly trans affirming. Like nobody blocked me, nobody looked at me funny or any of that shit.
Okay.
Now here's the problem with Vegas. Vegas itself is very affirming. The problem with Vegas is that everybody in the U.S. comes to Vegas. So there's fucking, and what kills me about it is the Christian bullshit. There are like Bible thumping, God fearing Christians who go to Vegas, and that's okay.
Yeah.
How the fuck do they reconcile that?
they go to
How
confession.
do they reconcile that?
Don't look at me. I've never done anything more with Vegas than I think I changed planes there once, but that's it. So
Spent a week there a few years back.
I've never been there.
My daughter and her wife
For
got
Christmas.
married there.
Did they go to Quickie Wed?
Little chapel of something. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Love.
sounds like.
It was cute.
I'm
It was
sorry,
cute.
that sounds like Quickie. That sounds like.
They both very introverted and didn't want to be in front of people. So
Oh, well,
we had a blast. We had a blast. It was fun.
my friend Ashley, fucking, her and her wife went to the Justice of the Peace or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was very sad because I had told Cece, I'm like, I want to marry you and your wife, and yeah, well, we just got it done with the Justice of the Peace or whatever. And so I'm like, well, if you ever do a ceremony, please let me marry you because I can marry people. Brandon, if you ever get married or you ever find yourself getting married, please let me come to Kansas and marry you because I can marry people.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I mean, look, I know a lot of gay guys here in Atlanta, and they would probably.
I mean, I can see a lot of gay guys on the apps, and that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Aren't they a little hard to find now? You got to sift through all those closeted Republicans.
Well, I'm sure there's some of those.
I mean, you know, you could get a Catholic priest if you wanted. Wait, I'm sorry, you're not young enough.
A little old for that.
You know what is the difference between a zit and a Catholic priest? A zit won't come on your face until you're 12.
So funny. Do you have more like that?
I hope not.
Oh, I have a handful. I have a handful. How do you make your girlfriend scream during sex?
What?
How do you make your girlfriend or boyfriend scream during sex? Call them and tell them about it.
Wait, during?
Boom ba is.
What do you mean?
I said, do you know what sis boom ba is?
I can't wait to hear this.
It's what it sounds like when a sheep explodes.
Oh.
I know, it's not even Wednesday yet. First joke Tuesday. All right.
What did the letter O say to the letter Q? Dude, your dick's hanging.
Do what?
What did the letter O say to the letter Q? Dude, your dick's hanging out.
That's cute. Actually, I really like that.
And on that note, I gotta go get in the shower, Wendy. I have to go to the office the next 2 days in a row.
What?
Yeah, because
I thought you were even on, even off.
well, usually I do. I go in on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I don't have to drive more than 1 day in a row. However, there's a all company meeting that they well, I'm not going to be there in person because no. But it would look better if I showed up on the day and then just said, oh, there was no room in the auditorium. Just simply not for my fat ass. And then my group is having their Christmas luncheon on Thursday. So those two things, I'm kind of like, all right, I'll go. So, and then I'll work from home on Friday. I hate working from home on Fridays, but that's the way it is. So.
I mean, there's worse things. Jeez.
Well, yeah, there is. Being unemployed, I think about that a lot. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Now, Elaine.
Well, wait, now
yeah.
you're going to be naked? You're just working it up.
Do what? Do what now?
You're just working everybody up now. I'm gonna go get naked and get in the shower. Well, shit.
I was gonna say, Elaine, don't accidentally leave your phone on when you get undressed for the shower.
That would be a no. Which it wouldn't work anyway. My phone doesn't have a wide angle lens.
Oh, come on.
Later on. Mwah. Big squishy fat girl kisses and hugs. Bye-bye.
Bye, Elaine.
Bye,
Hey,
Elaine. Oh gosh. So wait. Oh, did we get somebody back? Oh, we didn't. Okay, we lost. We lost. Elaine. All right, cool.
It might have been Elaine trying to rejoin accidentally.
Yeah, so that we could see her. We could see her name.
Most phones are waterproof now, you know.
Yeah, not mine.
So, Brandon, can I ask you a question
What?
about dating apps and you? What's the worst
Oh, boy.
thing? What's the worst thing about them? I mean, because I've done a lot of the trying to do the online dating apps, and it's just pathetic.
The worst thing about them.
Looking at the
people on them.
during the Republican National Convention.
Yeah.
No, you know, they can work. There are a lot of ghosting and a lot of fake accounts and things like that. So you kind of have to know that going into it. Like if somebody ignores, doesn't reply or something like that, don't take it personally, because that's kind of how it goes on those, at least from my experience. But yeah, it can be kind of hard if you're not used to that.
It's a weird way to do any kind of relationship. Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's completely backward, really.
So I have rules about this. Now I'm gonna tell you some. You want to hear bad dating stories?
I love bad dating stories.
I've got like four. I've got 4 really good bad dating stories that don't involve me, by the way.
Oh.
But they're really great. So here's the deal. So I have rules. So Brandon, listen to Mama's rule. Listen to Mama. Mama's going to educate you.
I've heard you. You've told me about your rule. They didn't work for me.
Okay. So here's the first rule. You're on the dating app and you're talking to the person on the dating app. If you have been chatting with the person for 2 days and they haven't called you yet, it's bullshit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, if you get that far and you've been talking on the phone for 2 or 3 days, like 3 days, and you haven't met the person or set up a date yet, then it's bullshit. Now, you go out on the date with the person. So now you're texting with each other and you're calling each other and you've gone out on a date. If you don't go out on another date within a week, it's bullshit. It's over. Now, if you make it to the second date, now you're dating, you're calling, and you're texting. You're developing a relationship. Now you have a 40% shot at having a decent relationship. So, now for the story. So I have a friend, and I'm not going to name this friend, but I will make you feel much better about dating Julie when you hear this. So, this friend of mine had a real problem with, she would talk to somebody on a dating app, and she would go like 2 days, and then she'd call me up. Hey, Wendy, it's me. Oh, hey, what's going on? I think I found him. And I'm like, okay. How do you know? Well, we've been talking for a couple of days, and he told me that he's in love with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true love right there. That's true love.
Yeah.
All right. Are you sure you're not romanticizing this or whatever? She's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Then I won't hear from her for like 2 weeks. So first time this happened, it was the gold teeth guy.
Yeah.
So she called me up. Hey, I'm in my bathroom, and she's talking really low, and she's like, I need you to come over and help me get out of the situation. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do? Just get over here quick. And I'm like, all right. So, I was still in a dress. I still had my makeup on. I wasn't going to do any of that shit. So I ran over to her apartment, knocked on the door, and she opens the door and she goes, and she dead named me, but she did that on purpose. Oh, William, you're here. Thank you. I was trying to tell the person that's in my apartment that my husband was coming. And I walked in the door, and it was a person of color. And he sort of stood up and he looked at me, and he like wasn't sure if he should be threatened or not. And he smiled, and when he smiled, all of his teeth were gold.
Oof.
Well, he kept sniffling and rubbing his nose and sniffling, and I was like, oh, cocaine nose job.
Mm.
That guy's been sniffing too much coke. And he was very like, and so gold teeth guy, he went away. Well, then I didn't hear from her for like 2 months. She called me up. I think I found him. And I went, okay. She was like, we've been talking on the dating app for 3 or 4 days, and he told me he loves me. And I'm like, okay.
After how long do you realize, like, how do you not realize that's a red flag?
Oh, no.
Right?
Let me get to the end of the story. So, she's all like, I found him. He's the one. Oh, okay. Great. So I asked her, like, now I've said to this person many times before, I have said, look, I know how to dox people way better than most people know how to dox people. So if you're on a dating app and you have questions about the person that you're on the dating app with, you just send me their details and I'll tell you if it's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
I offer that service to all of my friends. I will offer it to all of you. If you're dating somebody and you think something is suspicious and it's not obvious to you, just send me their phone number and their dating profile picture and name and everything, and I'll take care of it. And I'll tell you if it's bullshit or not. So she's like, yeah, we're going on a date tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, where are you gonna go for on your date? Well, we're gonna meet for coffee, and then we're gonna come back to my apartment and Netflix and chill at 4:00 in the afternoon. Why 4:00 in the afternoon? Oh, because at 8:00 he has to go to work because he's a third shift worker. Okay. So I didn't hear from her for a week. I called them and checked. Hey, have you been on date 2 yet? No, he's been working every night from 8 until 8:00. So I don't hear from him until 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Oh.
Have you been to his house yet? No, I can't go to his house because he has special needs kids.
Doesn't want me to meet his wife yet.
Is that not, that's bleedingly obvious, right? You would, if it was you, you would know that, like, hey, can I come over to your house? Well, no, I have special needs children. You'd immediately say, okay, you're married, get the fuck away. No. So, no, it turns out she called me like 2 weeks later and she was crying. And I was like, what happened? And she's like, I went to the mall and he was there with his wife and his 3 kids. They're special needs kids. But he was with his wife. And I'm like, you have to learn. So I didn't hear from her for a couple of months. She called me up again. Only this time it was 2 a.m. And so she called me to tell me about Salvatore, who was a house painter. And like, he loved her, and I love you, and I want to be with you. Okay, great. And so they were going out. I heard about like 2 or 3 dates with Salvatore, like, that were not in her apartment, Netflix and chill, and then go get in the bed and fuck, and then he leave. No, they were like going out and then going back to her house, then he'd fuck her, and then he'd get up in the morning and he'd leave. And so I was like, okay, for this, this is a normal relationship. I can accept this. Okay, great. No, she calls me at 2 in the morning. Hey, are you awake? And I'm like, I am now. She's like, I need to know something. And I'm like, okay. What do you need to know? Well, Salvatore keeps waking up, and when he came over tonight, we didn't go out on a date. He just came over and we watched TV, and he brought 2 bottles of Cuervo. And I was like, okay. Have a bottle of Cuervo. That's 13 shots. Hell, I'm life of the party when that happened. So she's like, well, I'm concerned. And I said, what? And so she said, well, you have to go to the bathroom. And so like, he kept getting up to go to the bathroom and get back to bed, go back to sleep. And she would hear clanging in the kitchen or whatever. And so I was like, well, okay, well, what did you find out? Well, when I went out at 12 o'clock to go to the bathroom, I noticed that one of the Cuervo bottles was empty. And they didn't think we finished it. And I was like, okay. But the other Cuervo bottle hadn't been opened yet. Okay. She's like, well, he got up at 2 o'clock. And so I got up at 2:30 and I went back out there and I noticed that the second bottle of Cuervo had been opened and it was empty.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
He wasn't feeling no pain.
How are you not taking this person to the hospital? And for that matter, how is this person's liver not this big instead of this big? She's like, I don't know. Should I be worried? Is he an alcoholic? Yeah. And I went, you need to give it up. You need to give it up. You just need to give it up. So, we get to the piece de resistance. And Brandon, you're going to love this.
Oh God, there's more.
Oh yeah, no. This was
It just keeps getting worse.
Oh no, this was I stopped talking to her after this. So she started to date the youth pastor at her church. So no, it's not. Just wait for me to get to it. So she was like, he wants to meet you, and I was like, oh, okay, sure. I mean, I can do that. I can even dress down and just wear a pair of pants and some flats. If he's not, because if he's a church person, maybe he's not peer friendly or whatever. She's like, no, it's okay. Wear whatever you want. I'm like, okay. And so I go to, and his name's Chris. And so we go out, and I met him, and he was lovey-dovey on her and shit. And then she would get up and go to the bathroom, and he would start hitting on me. So, here was the thing. The whole time we were sitting there, I was like, because I have a thing about faces and names. I don't forget names and faces ever. I mean, ever. Even if it's somebody I talked to for 5 minutes. And I'm racking my brain because I'm like, I know this guy. I know this guy. I know this guy. Where the fuck do I know this guy from? So I'm going through the Rolodex in my head, trying to remember where it was I saw this guy, because I had talked to him before. I know I had. And so she comes back from the bathroom, and they're back to being lovey-dovey and shit. And then she goes back to the bathroom again, and then he's hitting on me again. Only he stumbles over his side of the table and falls over to grab my boob. So, and like make it look like an accident. Man, it was not an accident. And so I'm like, holy fuck. Okay. So the Rolodex is still spinning in the back of my head because I'm trying to fucking remember where the fuck it is that I've seen this person before. And so another friend of mine, I picked my phone up and I like snuck a picture of him really quick and put my phone down and sent it to a friend of mine. And this was a friend of mine who I used to go to Mary's with, which is a very popular gay bar in Atlanta. Do you remember this guy? Because I swear I remember this guy. So my friend comes back and she sits down and it's a Mexican restaurant, Cinco's over in North Atlanta. And we're chowing away on food or whatever. And I get the text message from my friend Cara. And she's like, oh, that's Chris. And I went, right. I knew it. From where? And she was like, oh, well, I mean, you remember Callie, right? And I'm like, how could I forget Callie? There's no way I could forget that. And she was like, yeah, he dated Callie. And I'm like, so he's a trans chaser. No, worse than that. And I'm like, what's worse than that? He's gay and a trans chaser at the same time. Because he only wants to date trans girls who have had no surgery for obvious reasons. And I was like, oh, because he's a bottom, right? And she's like, yeah. Did he grab your boob yet? And I went, okay.
Did you know?
That's how it happened to Callie. And I was like, well, what happens after that? Oh, he'll fake a crotch grab and he'll make it look like an accident.
Jeez.
I don't know if I want to. And sure enough, when we got up to go and leave the Mexican Cinco bar, that happened.
Oh,
He
jeez.
bumped into me and his hands reached down and I got a squeeze.
Wow.
And so I had to tell her, like, he drove her in his car, and I told her, I'm like, get in my car with me and let me just take you home. In the car, I had to tell her, he's gay as fuck. And she was like, that's a lie. And I went, okay. I'll tell you. But he's perfect, and he's my church's youth minister. He's grabbed my boob once. He's grabbed my crotch a second time. He's gay as fuck, or he's a chaser, or both. I wasn't going to tell him that I had a friend telling me not only is he gay, but he's also a trans chaser. So I just told her he's gay. That's not, you're not going to. She got mad at me, and so she didn't talk to me for like almost a year.
Oh.
Yeah. And so, like, I want to say like 6 months ago or whatever, she called me up because she had a computer problem. That was the only other reason she would call me. And I asked her, I'm like, so what happened with Chris? I don't want to talk about that. Why don't you want to talk about that? Because I don't want to talk about it. But why don't you want to talk about it? Because now I want to know. And she's like, he wanted to do certain things that I just didn't feel comfortable with doing. And I was like, I mean, we're talking whips and chains. I mean, that's not bad. I have a safe word. Everyone should have a safe word. Right? And she was like, no. He tried to instruct me about this. Bear in mind, this person, like a hypersexual, is a in church 3 days a week person. Right. So I was like, I mean, what are we talking about? And she said, when he mentioned pegging, I thought that he was talking about like Legos or something, and I was like,
Oh, bless her heart.
okay. I mean, that's not bad. That sort of puts you in charge of things.
Mhm.
Maybe that should be empowering to you. And she was like, no. That's why I'm not talking about it. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, did you break up with him after that? No. Well, now I have to know. Well, when did you break up with him?
Yeah.
When he was at my apartment one night, and I came home early and he was watching porn. Gay porn. Naked. On my couch.
Oh, not on the couch.
With an implement inserted into a cavity. I literally looked at her. I don't see a problem with that. Why are you shouldn't shame? There's no kink shaming in the pleasure zone.
Right, I know.
Just should not have that hang up. You can date a gay guy. Did he make you happy? He was making me happy until I saw him put something in his ass. Okay.
Man.
So that's the rule, Julie. 2 days you're chatting with somebody. If you're not on the phone with them, it's bullshit. 3 days of talking on the phone. If you haven't had date one yet, it's bullshit. You make it past that, your odds increase exponentially. But
It's usually pretty clear because apparently maybe it's my age, but the men are like, oh, I hope you fall in love with me. Well, okay, we haven't met.
yeah, we
yet.
don't know each other yet.
And they all want me to go to them. You know, it's like when I said, oh, you want to get lunch? You know, we can find somewhere to meet in the middle. Oh, no, you come to me. You will like me. Well, no, I mean, maybe you need to pay somebody because I think that's really, he was just looking for a free, free hooker. I don't know, but I was stuff like that. Or a guy, I was having the best time talking to him, texting, talking on the phone, and I met him to eat, and I could not watch him chew.
No.
I couldn't watch him chew. It was just like a no.
Was
That
he
was it.
like one of those noisy eating people?
Well, it was actually, and it's not even his fault. He has this weird thing where his sinus cavity is like open into his, up into here. So like he gets stuff stuck. So he's always going,
Oh,
and like, I was just like, oh, that seems really unpleasant. It was great.
That's
I watched him chew. And yeah. Yeah.
That's extremely unpleasant.
I just didn't think I could get past that, really. Yeah. No. And I'm never going to be when they say to me, oh, you come to me, I'm like, no. No, just no. They don't even want to go buy me a coffee. Forget it.
I mean, you could just go out with somebody, just hopefully you don't experience what I did, and you go out and sit in the car, and then they expect you to give them a blowjob because they bought all of your drinks at Johnny's that night. Because that's happened to me.
oh, we lost Julie.
Oh, we lost Julie. She'll come back.
She's probably getting ready for Lisa's.
Oh, Lisa's. Yeah, we should go. I have a great one. It'll break Aaron if I tell it though.
Do it.
I went out with a girl one night, and she looked at me and she said, "Give it to me, give it to me. I'm so wet. Give it to me right now."
Wow.
And she could scream all she wanted, but I wasn't going to share my umbrella. You know how you circumcise a hillbilly? Kick a sister in the chin?
Oh, man.
I knew where that was going.
Oh.
What's the difference between the G spot and a golf ball? The guy who likes to go looking for the golf ball.
Damn.
I'm gonna flip over to Twitch here in a few minutes. Do you want to? You want to play some card games, Sarah? Or are you gonna do something else?
I need to go relieve myself of some water. That's the most immediate thing on my mind.
Okay. I just want to be clear, by the way. So Saturday morning,
Yeah.
like 9 o'clock.
Hold on. I think I land at 8.
Well, Ed, that'll be 9 o'clock. I'm gonna ride the train down, and I'm gonna make you ride Atlanta Transit.
Yeah, I arrive at 8 a.m. 8:03.
Yeah, you won't be up to the baggage claim until 9 o'clock.
I'm not checking any baggage.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you won't be at the street until it'll take you an hour to get from one end of the airport to the other.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Atlanta Hartsfield Airport is the busiest airport in the United States. It really is.
Great.
Yeah, I've been through LaGuardia, which is in New York, and I can get through that airport in about 15 minutes. Depending on where you land, especially if you land at like anywhere from D to E gates, it's going to take you an hour to get all the way up to the collection point is. So.
One F.
By like an hour and 20. We went over 20 minutes tonight, so yeah. Well, I'm glad I waited because I wanted Shithead to show up.
Thank you.
Because she doesn't come on the show anymore, and it makes me sad. We're not. I don't know if you got this. We're abbreviating the schedule. So on the days that we do Trauma Live, I'm not doing an evening session anymore. So the only evening sessions now are Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Monday and Thursday are the Trauma Live sessions. So if you could make Trauma Live, I would love for you to participate in Trauma Live, but I know that's the middle of the day. So.
Is that at noon East time?
1 o'clock Eastern. So it's between 1 and 2 Eastern time. That's when it starts. So versus this live, which I'm doing, the start time is between 7 and 8 p.m. Okay. I keep that time fluid so that, depending on the people that can show up or whatever. But on Monday, I'm doing a live at noon with Sarah and Walter Ryan, and then we're doing Trauma Live.
Okay.
At 1 p.m.
So is Jinx sitting in for Onyx every Thursday?
No, Jinx is going to sit in as we can fit her in. If we were ever going to put Onyx into a trauma session, Jinx is the one that'll take her place while she's recovering. Because she's going to be recovering from FFS. I don't imagine she's not going to be on a live for at least 2 or 3 weeks.
I just figured she and I were switching out throughout the week.
No, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But Jinx is. I really think she's at her Substack crisis of faith moment, like a lot of people are, because Substack is not what it was a year ago. Getting paid subs. I mean, Brandon, how many paid subs have you taken in the last 2 months?
Last 2? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I just got a couple last week, but
those were monthlies, not yearlies, right?
One was monthly, one was yearly. So
nice. So actually, tomorrow is an anniversary. Tomorrow is the anniversary of my first yearly paid sub, which they bought a founder subscription, so it was like $100. But so now I've reached like diminishing returns now. So now all of the money I take in is everybody that signed up for a subscription a year ago from from now. So when I go into March and April, those were my big. April of this year, I took on like 60 year-long paid subs that month. So that's going to happen the next turn of April. So, and the beauty for me is that Beehive doesn't take 10% like Substack does. So I just deal with the 5% from Stripe or whatever. So tomorrow I'll take a $96 or $97 payment.
I just passed my year anniversary on Substack. It was at the beginning of this month.
Nice. Wait, so you and I both started almost at the same time?
Did what now?
We both almost started at the same time.
I guess did you say you started in December of last year?
So I like December 1st was Crip Dyke's conversation with me where she convinced me that I needed to just hardcore run. And 5 days after that, I took my first year-long paid sub, and it went all downhill from there.
Oh, no, I technically started in the end of November, I think, but I published my first article on December 2nd or something like that.
Yeah, I had published articles before that, but my real paid journey, like setting up my Stripe account, I didn't do that until December 1st.
Oh, yeah.
So that really, December 1st was really the anniversary of that. But December now, 10th, 9th or 10th, that was when I took my first true, and they bought a founding sub at $100. So anyway. So Brandon, are you still on for Trauma Lab on Thursday?
Oh, I guess, yeah, probably. I guess so.
Do you have anything else that day?
Yeah. That's when let's see. Thursday is when I've got Ginger Cook on.
When are you on with Ginger?
Like 11 Central, I think, maybe.
Okay, so you get an hour breather. What I'll probably do on Thursday.
Oh, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay, I'll start that live at 1:30, so that gives you extra breathing space.
I mean, yeah, that's however you want to do it, it's fine. I'll deal with it.
Topic to Sarah, make Sarah run it.
Again?
Yeah, I'm just at the topic. I'm just going to make you run it.
Why?
I'll just run from one right into the next. I'll just go.
We're going to gangbang you.
Line up.
We're gonna run a train on Brandon. Circuit party. Okay. All right. Everyone have a good evening. I'll be back tomorrow on Wednesday, and then we'll do some stuff on Thursday. I love you all. Please be safe out there. Do good things. And if you don't do good things, like get videos so that we can post.
Yeah, I don't know about the doing good things part, but
absolutely not.
All right. Well, cool. Thank you, everybody. I can't do this without you guys. We can't do this without each other. Let's just get through it.